Thank you. Thanks for standing up too. That's very kind of you. I wrote a script because I forget things. And to be honest, I'm a bit blown away, so I don't really know what to say. So I thought maybe I'd be safer if I wrote some things down. So bear with me. But thank you. I honestly can't thank the Adelaide Footy Club enough. This club has changed my life forever. No journey is ever on your own. And one thing that I've learnt is that people come in and out of our lives often, and either for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. The Adelaide Football Club and the people in and around it have provided me with many opportunities, both on the footy field and off it. And these opportunities have helped shape me into the person that I am today. And I have a beautiful fiancé, a beautiful son, purpose, career ambitions, friendships and memories that will last a lifetime. And no money or amount of success could ever buy that. It has filled my life with absolute joy, and that is why I'll forever be grateful to this footy club. Thank you to John Olsen and to the board for this most prestigious award. I'm beyond humbled and honoured to accept this, and I appreciate the opportunity to speak. And most people hate public speaking, and I definitely did, until I tried to reframe it as an opportunity to share, I guess, and I guess to express my deepest gratitudes towards the people that have helped me to where I am. And I thought I was going to do a captain's speech before this, so I kind of said, I've mentioned everyone in my captain's speech, and I want to reiterate that gratitude. So there's going to be a heap of people that I'll thank in my captain's speech, personally. But yeah, I just want to really say thank you to everyone at the Adelaide Footy Club in our AFLW program. You all play such a significant role, and very special people, and I love you all. Again, I wish I could individually thank you all, and I will later. And I just know the girls want to party on, so I'll just keep it short and share to the people and say a story or two. So firstly, to my mum and dad, when I was a little girl, I got asked if I wanted to fill in for the boys' football team. And Dad, Mum, you did the most powerful and most courageous thing. And you said yes. Especially in a time where society said no. So I can't thank you enough for that. You believed in me, maybe when I didn't in myself. And so thank you for your love and support. You gave me enough rope to run my race, to make mistakes, to learn and grow. But what I learned is that you're always holding the end of that rope. And that when I got lost, you'd be there to reel me back into your arms. And I thank you, and I love you both very, very much. To my brother Scott, it was you who started playing footy, and you who I looked up to. Thank you for the sibling rivalry and that spurred on my competitive edge. You were older, bigger, faster and stronger than I was, yet you would never let me use that as an excuse. Everything was a competition. And when we were younger, we used to count all the trophies and medals in our trophy cabinets. Strange, yep, and we'd compare. And each time I brought home like a participant medal, he'd say, well, that doesn't count. And he provided me with many opportunities to lose badly, many, many times. And therefore, he taught me to stand back up again and again and again. And for that, I thank you and I love you very, very much. To my grandma Rose, who sadly passed before AFLW even existed. She never got to see how far women's football has come, and she was one of my biggest supporters. We had a very special bond, and she reminded me to always make it happen, and hence my first tattoo. Stop talking about it and make it happen, Chelsea, is what she'd always say. Rain, hail or shine, she would be there in her camping chair. Go Chelsea, like the loudest one there. And she was very proud that her granddaughter played football, especially in a world where I wasn't necessarily accepted. and having someone like her in your corner was why I kept showing up. To Eve, my stepmum, to all my family and friends back in Perth, and to my friends who I call family here in Adelaide, you know who you are. I appreciate you, and thank you to MJ's family, especially Vinko and Anna, who are here tonight, and looking after little Tommy for us whenever he has a little cry. We appreciate you. It's important to me that we never forget where we come from, and so to the Safety Base Stingers, the Swan Districts Footy Club, the teachers at Charthouse Primary School and Colby Catholic College, my small town communities in Esperance and Newman that I spent so much love time there. Thank you. I was in Newman in the Pilbara, actually, when David Noble from the Adelaide Footy Club in 2016 came up, and at the time I don't think I realised the big deal. He said, "I want to come up and meet you," and I said, "Yeah, sure thing." I introduced him to everyone in the community in this red dirt town. And I said, "Sorry, I've just got a few things on." I think I was an Auskick coordinator and running a basketball program. And I said, "Sorry, you're just going to have to come along." "Yeah, this is David from the Adelaide Crows. He's just coming here to have a look and stuff." And I guess we ended up at the pub and had a good old chat. And I wasn't playing a lot of footy at the time because I'd have to drive 13 hours down to Perth to play a game and drive back. So it was about 5 or 6 games that I played that year. So I have to give credit to Rel Smith, I believe, was flying my flag here in Adelaide, and from our exhibition games and interactions, and been flying my flag. So I appreciate you, mate. Otherwise, I'd probably never end up here. I remember having to make a decision. So where I should go, WA or Victoria or Queensland or SA, and there was just something about SA here, something about the Crows. I didn't really know anyone, maybe 2 or 3 people here. I knew my background in community programs could assist in growing female football, and I really wanted the first year of AFLW to be one to remember. And the games were going to be close. I wanted that because in state games prior we'd had blowout games where it was 100-0, and so I really wanted to help split the talent up across Australia and be one of those to help that. I chose the Crows, and the only team to have a third of its players living up in Darwin and the rest were down in Adelaide, so we can make this work. I have to thank my manager Cam, who threw it all tonight. He's here from Victoria. Been with me from the start. Thank you for enjoying the ride and sharing in all the journey, mate. I came for a visit in Adelaide in July in 2016 to sign my contract, and I met Phil Harper and a couple of others. And I can't remember exactly what we spoke about, but I remember just feeling safe. And from that moment on, Harps and I went on forming a great relationship. You've been my South Australian dad over here, mate, and I don't think you'll ever understand the impact that you've had on me. And I could sit in a chair opposite your desk for hours, chewing the fat, talking about life. And when you're not there, poor Vicky or Kat or Beck or CJ ended up with me, so appreciate to them as well. Thank you for each of you for what you've done and continue to do for me and my family. This award is a reflection of being surrounded by such amazing people like yourselves. To our physio, Chris, Geordie and strength and conditioning, who I spend a fair bit of time with, being one of the wiser players, senior players on the team. Thank you for putting my body back together every week. I really enjoy our friendship and our deep and meaningful chats. To all 66 teammates, past and present, it's the greatest thing, footy clubs, the mates you make for life. I want to thank you all for making footy fun, for challenging me constantly to be better, and for being my second family. Thank you. I love you guys more than you know, and for now, we'll continue to make stories together. But Erin and I used to joke about, when we're old, swinging on our rocking chairs, some of the stories and the good old days and what our bodies used to be able to do. All the great times. I can't wait for those memories, and I'm excited to make some new ones as well. I look forward to getting around you all tonight and having a hug, and can enjoy a drink together. To Was, during my ACL, you were there big time for me, mate. It was COVID. I had no access to family, no football, no work, and I'll never forget that. I wasn't okay, if I'm being brutally honest. And I remember I came to your gym and I was having a bit of a down day. And I apologised to you for the energy that I brought. And I said, it'll never happen again, mate. And you said to me, Chels, I love whatever version of you walks through these doors. And your words were powerful to me, mate. You taught me that it's okay to not be okay sometimes, and I could let go of the mask that I was wearing. To Doc, Ali, and the kids who opened their home in a time when I needed a roof, thank you. Doc, I've learnt so much from you, mate. The first time you came out to training, it was a simple ground ball drill, I believe, back in 2018, and I remember you stopping it and just asking everyone to walk. And we're going to walk now instead of running. I thought, this guy, what the fucking hell is he telling me to walk for? I was like, this is the first time where I've really learnt the word calm. It was a hard concept for me to learn after 15 years of being told by my junior coaches, intensity, Chelsea, more intensity. So I was a bit chaotic, and it became a word I heard often. Just before I'd launch at the ball, calm. Just before I'd tackle, calm. Just before I'd kick the ball, Chelsea, calm. Just before I'd pick up the ball, Chelsea, calm. Just before I'd order a coffee, Chelsea, calm. Nah, just joking about that. But not sure if I still got the concept even after 5 years later, but I'm still working on it, mate. You've been an amazing mentor for me, both on and off the field, and you always make sure I never forget about footy being fun. So I appreciate that. And you always demand still a high standard. So thank you. Flip, you and I have had an amazing ride, mate. Be best mates forever, and I can't thank you enough for the journey that we've had. And I look forward to those rocking chairs back in a few years' time, mate. Hopefully a fair few years' time, right? But there are so many people that I want to thank, but like I said at the very start, I'd be here all night, and I hope I can get around to you personally and thank you all for your time and effort and impact that you've had on my journey thus far. But I'll finish just with one important person. MJ, you thought I forgot about you, didn't you? She did. I didn't let her read the next part of my script, and I said, have I forgotten anyone? Like, you reckon? She's like, no. Yeah, tricked you. Anyway. This footy club has brought our lives together. There aren't any words that I can describe to say how grateful I am for that. Thanks for being my rock. And for bringing our beautiful son into this world. You are the strongest, most compassionate person that I know, and I appreciate you for just putting up with me. I'm the luckiest person alive. Again, I'm truly honoured and humbled by this award, and I just want you to know how much this footy club means to me, what it's brought me, the joy. Words can't quite describe it. But I look forward to sharing a drink with you all and going through my captain's speech where I extend my other thank yous. So thank you and enjoy. Thank you.